Good evening, everybody. Rob Howard, RJH. Welcome to the live stream on Wednesday, June the 15th, 2022. So, welcome. And what a beautiful day it has been today. Absolutely stunning. Live stream, Wednesday, 15th of June, 2022. All about Mod 2. All about Module 2, so do stay tuned. It's going to be a good one now that I know how to interact with the videos, so it will be a first tonight. Beautiful day, so may get a few viewers, we may not, but a lot of people probably out in the garden having their barbecues, which is what I should be doing out in the sunshine. Having a barbecue, but I'm not. I am sitting here doing a live stream for you lovely people. So welcome. RJH live stream module 2 this evening, Wednesday, June the 15th, 2022. So got some congratulations everybody getting through the tests, CBTs, getting through the mod 1s, mod 2s. Good to see. Up and down the country, those continue to be messaging me through the channel. Videos have helped, so great to hear. And Team RJH, well done. Busy, and long may it continue. Petrol prices continue to be sky high. The average car, £100 plus to fill, and £2 a litre petrol diesel in most places. What a good time to get onto two wheels to save some money. So stay tuned tonight, module 2. Good evening, Figol. Good evening to you. Competition, yeah, is still going on. Happy to give away a free CBT on receiving 100 people watching the video at once. Remember that 62 is the record. So let's get those numbers up. I'm happy to give a free CBT worth £200 on achieving 100 viewers, and 3 questions, correct answers coming in will be there. So the only way that's going to happen is if you good people like the video, share the video. So that's the plan. So what I'm going to do, I am going to talk all about the Module 2 test tonight. So this live stream is going to benefit anybody that has a Module 2 coming up. So good interaction. I'm going to be screening a demo ride. I have a demo ride to show you, and we'll see how it goes. As I said, it's going to be new for me. This is new, but I'm going to bring that video in, and we can talk through it and take it from there. So module 2. Now, as we all know, module 2. You cannot do the module 2 until you've completed your CBT, your theory test, your module 1 test, and then you can do the module 2 test. So it's a final stage. Not going to go into too much about faults and stuff like that. I'm going to get that demo ride. So I'm going to introduce a demo ride. I won't give it. I don't want to give it away. So I'm going to introduce the demo ride, and then you can all, comment away below. I'll stop it, and if we get some sort of good topics of conversation. Good evening to Lisa. Thank you for joining the video, Lisa. So let's bring into a
recording.
I'm going to leave the sound on.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Rob Howard, RJH, motorbike training in Manchester. Busy this afternoon. Mod 2 test. Richard going over to St Helens with Graham, and Kirsty and Danny on their Module 1 tests in Atherton with myself. Kirsty is going on about 150 and Danny is about 1220. So what we're going to do is a demo ride for you both over to Atherton. I'll give you a little.
Yeah, so what I've got myself, Graham's got a Module 2, so he's taking his Module 2 over to St Helens. I've got a couple of Module 1 tests in Atherton. And with the permission of two guys, I got a lady and a gent, as you know there. With their permission, I thought then, okay, well, I want to take their minds off the Module 1 test. So they can follow me over. I'm just going to demo ride. So I'm doing a demo ride for them both in preparation beyond their Module 1. So the benefit is that it'll just give them a head start for the Module 2, but it'll also take the mind off the Module 1. That's the idea, and that is not uncommon. So that is not uncommon when I teach. When I've got a journey over, I can get them up front, which you'll see on the way back, because I've also recorded that. But let's show them Module 2 demo, taking the mind off the Module 1. So that's the sort of drift.
A talk through about what I'm doing and gives you a bit of an idea ready for your Mod 2, but it also takes your mind off of your Mod 1, which is imminent in an hour or two. So it's saddle time, which is all good experience, and then you can ask me any questions that you have at the end. So yeah, all right then, Chief.
So that's the Chief. That's Mr. Graham Cook, who was a centre manager of Eccles. That's the main man in Eccles, the Chief, who was taking Richard over to St Helens for his Mod 2.
Going to be going through I'm going to go through Worsley. Got a bit of everything there ready for the video as well, for a bit of a variety. Okay, so if you both want to just ride through the other side, yeah. I think you'll find the volumes are maxed, so make sure it's on your ear.
As you can see, I use the same Bluetooth radios that all the DVSA examiners use. So good set of it's the Avance, a good set of Bluetooths. Graham uses the Bluetooths. John, most of the instructors at RJH use the Bluetooths. So just adjusting that volume, getting everybody comfortable before we head out en route.
Don't think that'll make much. I'm sure they are on full. Has it gone up? Has it? Somebody might have pressed it down then. Yep. Okay. All right. Yep. So yeah, just ride through, and I'll lock up the gate.
And the other thing you'll see there is that all the bikes are certainly RJH under 5 years old. We've got the Honda CV 650F. That's one of the older 18 plate. So that's due to go next year. We've got a 71 plate MT07 18 plate SV 650. So the 18 plates will be going next year. And we've already got the 21, 22 plates. So good new fleet of bikes. That is important.
Cheers, Graham.
I have to forgive the heavy breathing. The radio's really crystal clear, so if there's any exercise, then you can hear that in the heavy breathing. So.
Okay then, so I'll take the lead. Kirsty, you can follow me. Danny, you can follow Kirsty. Very important with your Mod 2s and when you're out riding is forward planning. The earlier you can identify stuff, the more time you've got to deal with it. So nothing is then at a rush. It's all about forward planning and anticipating. So even going from here, before we move away, look, the lights are on red, so observations before we set away.
And what you find with the radio talk through is that a lot of what I am saying is well, all of what I'm saying is what I do, practice what you preach, but it is for the benefit of the video and it is for the benefit of the trainees. As I said, to take their mind off of the module 1.
Anticipate any of the cars moving out, reversing, pedestrians and so on. Slow ride. Observations. Don't just stare to the right, keep looking both ways, anticipating the lights might change. New road into the command position, check my mirrors, cancel my signal. So straight away I'm thinking of the vehicles in front as well for following distances and thinking about getting myself in a position that gives me the best visibility, anticipating the lights changing and the car turning in front of me, so checking the mirrors, but never take your view away from what's going on in the front. Anticipating. Mirrors I always check before I use my brakes. Just coming over now into position 3 so I can see further. So they've got a vehicle there indicating, so observations, change position. There we go. Scan around at crossroads. Emergency service vehicles jumping the lights.
Yeah, and this was a very, very warm day. A couple of days ago, it was only the day before yesterday. Very, very warm day, and the wind noises. I've got my lid up. I've got my lid up, not down. So just getting a little bit. I think as we go forward a little bit, the lid gets put down, so the noise should be better, less.
So here I'm thinking about parked vehicles and vehicles coming towards me over the white line. So I might need to change my position, so I'm always flexible with my road position, keeping the junction clear.
So that was an important one as well, is you know, yeah, easy, lights, temporary lights change, traffic stopping, and without any thought you'll get up behind the wagon in front blocking the junction on the left. So always be mindful.
Scan around crossroads.
Always be mindful
vehicles jumping the lights.
Vehicle in front, where you are.
So here I'm thinking about parked vehicles and vehicles coming towards me over the white line. So I might need to.
You can see he's braking. He's going to slow down.
So I'm always flexible with my road position.
Keeping that. And on your,
keeping the junction
on your
clear.
Module 2 test,
so we don't want to obscure anybody getting into this junction. So it's all part of the planning.
If they can see your planning, fantastic.
I'm aware of what's going on around at all times. Observations before setting away. Following distances, couple of bike lengths, I can get around the vehicles if I need to. When I get up to 30, I'll be doing my 2-second rule. Good conditions, 4 seconds in the wet. Just be aware of what's going on around and at the sides and behind me. Observations again before moving away. Try and stay with me, guys. Anticipate workmen. Traffic quite heavy, so it's important to be keep.
I think you'll find the word anticipation coming out an awful lot. Forward planning, anticipation, giving yourself time to deal with whatever presents itself.
The distances so you can still deal with whatever presents itself. With the lights, we're going to be turning right. At the lights, turning right, anticipate the car on the junction. So being confident, but also be able to deal with whatever. So mirror signal manoeuvre, anticipate cars coming out from the left lane. So I'm going to sit behind the white line because I don't want to get caught in no man's land. Observations. Lights are still green, so we'll give it.
So, yeah, green light, vehicles in front. You've got to judge every junction is going to be different, but you don't want to get stuck in no man's land. So, how long have the lights been on green? How much traffic is in front of you? How much space is there? All these things you want to be asking yourself. So I decide to go.
Forward
lights
into
are still
position.
on green.
You can all follow me through, look. Remember that lifesaver over the right shoulder. Back brake only if at all, no front brake at all. New road in the centre of your lane.
Yeah, quite a lot going on a right turn, especially on test situation where it's busy. Feel a little bit of pressure. It's all about safety and control. Think about what you're doing. Lifesaver, no front brake, back brake only to control your speed. And when you're turning into your road, get into the centre of your road. Don't be going over to the curb, swan necking. Get yourself going. Mirrors cancel signals.
Mirrors cancel signals. Away we go. 30 is the limit. Always try and get yourself up to your speeds.
Hooray! There comes down me lid.
Stay away from the centre white line.
That's better.
Look through the bend. Approach is so important on the bends, getting your gears and speed right.
Yeah, so bends, positioning. Let's just go back a little bit on that. This is still built up, it's not rural. This is still built up, it's not rural. But you still need to stay away from that white line.
Mirrors cancel signals.
So
away we go.
See the van wagon going round the bend. Look. So think about coming into position 1. You don't want to be going near that centre white line. Get your speed on approach correct. No braking on the bend.
Look through the bend.
Look through the bend.
Approach is so important on the bends, getting your gears and speed right. Always be able to stop in the distance you can see to be clear. Mirrors before brakes. Mirrors before signals.
Mirrors before brakes.
Anticipate the cyclist, the pedestrian vehicle. So it's all about spotting these things.
So anybody spot those signs on approach there? Yeah, if you start always scanning for information. Bus stop. Yeah, there you go in the distance. Couple of hazard warning signs. Road becomes narrow and a junction. Spot them nice and early.
Anticipate the cyclist.
There you go.
Pedestrian.
Low bridge.
So it's all about spotting these things.
Road markings.
Nice and early. And being able to deal with.
Give yourself time.
Now, lifesaver, we do this as car drivers, but the disadvantage, of course, on a bike is that you are a lot less visible and a lot more vulnerable. So if anything, you're looking further ahead and planning further ahead on a bike, because you've got a duty of care to yourself. Couple of bike lengths again, get around him if he was to break down. Be aware of cyclists, junctions, yep, all that sort of stuff. And you know, vehicles do take advantage of you as well on a bike.
So that's the one video. So let's bring in part 2 of that one. But how are people finding this? Is it working? Is it of any benefit? This is something I'm going to start doing on all other parts of the training. But at the moment, we're just looking at module, well, this is module 2, demo ride. But I'm actually taking, as in the description, a couple of people over to the
Where they wouldn't on a car. So people's behaviour to you on a bike can be different to in a car. Observations, always.
So if I've got the videos in order, I just need to press the button that automatically goes on. That's good, isn't it?
And I'm looking down the road, looking further than the parked van on the right, looking at traffic coming here. So always looking for the furthest point of your road and then scanning back. And also anticipating something there, look, coming around, overtaking the van, which would be on my side of the road. So I've got those 3 positions, 1, 2 and 3, which I can change to suit me at any given time. Allow sufficient distance.
So think about that, positioning your lane. You've got 3 positions, 1, 2 and 3. So play around with your positioning to suit you. 1, 2, 3. Observations before that change of position. But yeah, always get in the best position for you at that time. Be flexible.
Parked vehicles, if a door opens, I don't want to be in the way of it. Anticipate the green lights. Looking down the road, see where the road disappears round to the right. Anticipate junctions, scan around. Pedestrians crossing the road. Anticipate the lights changing. Junctions, cars pulling out. Some pedestrians at a bus stop. Make sure they're not going to walk out. Step out. On a Mod 2, what they want to see is that you're safe, you're sort of making good progress given your own traffic conditions. So we've got 2 roundabouts coming up. Both of them are going to be going straight on. Observations change in road position. So anytime you go from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, anytime, always be aware of what's going on behind. Zebra crossing, how early can you see that? So you can see it nice and early.
And that's what you need to be demonstrating is early recognition of stuff. Okay, so we're just going to come back a little bit of that. Good evening to you, AW8. Good evening to you, Mr. John Little. And good evening to you, Chris Morrison. Go for your Mod 2 next week. So hopefully this video will help, along with all the other videos. Get commenting away. How early can you see the zebra crossing? And of course, if you see those signs nice and early, then you can start anticipating about what if somebody is walking up, approaching. as with this clip. And you know, the times that somebody on a Mod 2 test will just go straight through without seeing the crossing, without slowing down and stopping for somebody that's about to cross or indeed waiting to cross. So spot the signs nice and early. The warning sign is there. Yeah, can you see the flashing beacon further down? Possibly. But the warning signs are there. Okay, you've got parked cars. You've got vehicles in driveways. So you've got a lot of other things to anticipate, but you can do all that as well as picking out, responding to road signs. So the information's there.
How early can you see that? Yeah, so you can see it nice and early, gives you time. Anticipate again, the lights changing. We're looking for information, so road signs, straight on at the roundabout, looking for road markings, road signs. So I can go straight on in the left lane or the right lane.
So what I want to do here is just touch on effective observations at junctions, roundabouts. And it's quite a busy roundabout, as some are. And what you'll need to be doing is obviously looking for your opportunity to go. That's the benefit of a roundabout, keep traffic moving. But time and time again, you'll be concentrating only on the traffic to your right coming around the roundabout. And you want to be looking where you're going to make sure that is still clear. Because the junction to the left, if there is one, could be starting to get a queue of traffic. And this particular roundabout, it does very often because the exit is going onto the motorway. So you're looking to the right, straight on to the left, straight on to the right, straight on to the... So it's a bit like watching tennis. So don't get... And then you can judge your opportunity rather than seeing an opportunity and then not going because you're not ready. See if you can... So you come to start, look at my head
Keep
turning
looking
right,
both ways,
left,
don't just stare to the right, because
left,
the left can
right,
get blocked.
left.
It's quite
So
a
it's a
busy
bit like
roundabout.
watching tennis. And then you get an idea. So about now, maybe. No. Left again, make sure it's clear. Back to the right. Maybe. There. And then when you go, you're looking where you want to go. And that really
Lane
is
discipline.
very, very important. I'm just going to go forward a little bit now. There. You're in this one, you've got to be in the right lane for straight on at the roundabout. But I had a little stop there because no, it was after that because one of the guys behind couldn't make it through, so I had to wait for them. So
Tom.
second roundabout straight on. Again, look at the head. Right, left, right, left, right, left.
Exit in the roundabout,
Left
lifesavers, and then you got your new speed sign of 40.
I think I just parked up for a minute waiting. So we'll just skip this again. They're two very busy roundabouts, so we just lost that.
Slow down a bit there, Danny. Let us out. Well done. So this is all 40 then, 40. So picking out the roads.
So response to signs and signals again. Let's just come back a little bit. I'm just coming off of the roundabout. So when you're going into a new road, always want to be looking for information. So you're coming out of one road, going into a new road, look for that new information. Look.
Lifesavers.
Can we
and
see
then
it?
You got your new speed sign.
A little bit tilted on the left, but look on the right hand side. So you're scanning both sides of the road. Don't just look on your side of the road. Scan on both sides of the road.
40.
There you go. So you're now in a 40. Let's come back, go forward there.
40. So picking out the road signs whenever you're going into a new road or coming out of a road, always look for that new information. Pick out your road signs. Look, the road becomes narrower on the right, or the roadcraft crossroads. 40. Mirrors before brakes, control position stopping, observations moving off, anticipate, scan around, make sure nobody's trying to undertake like that Mini, changing lanes. 40 still. How early can you look for the new speed signs? You can see them, so spot them nice and early. Mirrors before brakes. 30. Anticipate your crossroads, your junctions. Anticipate cars at junctions pulling out.
Yeah, that's a good question, Chris, but no, there's no
vehicles.
tips because speak to any examiner and
Sufficient
riders
distance.
Passing tests in unfamiliar surroundings are better riders because you're planning. If you're looking for that information, if you're reading the road, reading the signs,
position.
You've got nice control of the bike, good understanding of the highway code, road signs,
deviation to the right.
So don't overthink it. A road is a road.
Half out, half in, anticipate it.
If you're looking
lights changing
for that information.
So you're picking out all these hazards all the time. Pedestrians.
So what would be my biggest tip for you, Chris? Enjoy it.
Up to cars.
Oh, second biggest tip, watch our Module 2 videos. Third biggest tip, subscribe to the channel.
Workman. Again, lights changing. Cars waiting to turn. Pedestrians pressing the buttons of the crossings. What's written on the roads. So constantly asking yourself questions all the time. Anticipate, stay away from the centre white line.
Good question, John. Good question, but I will always stop in first gear, ready to move off again. So I always stop in the gear I'm going to move
will be
away.
going
so
straight on.
I wouldn't put it into neutral and wait.
Just reduce a bit of speed when you got a bit more.
So if you're in neutral,
instructions.
you're going to miss the opportunity to
Anticipate the
go.
lights. We're following the road straight on.
If you're in neutral, you get bumped from behind. You've got no gear to prevent you from moving off. If it's in gear, then you wouldn't move forward because your hand would come off the clutch and it wouldn't move. So even the slightest of bumps. So, but no, there's no right or wrong as long as you're able to get going when you should be going. If not, then you don't want to be delayed.
Emergency service vehicles, vans at junctions.
Certainly, if you were doing a Module 2 test, I would always recommend just stopping in first gear,
following the road,
ready to move
on. cars turning in front of you. Parked cars on the roads, zebra crossings again. Vehicles moving towards us over the white line, so be flexible. You can always come over, look into a safer position.
That's quite an interesting one, and you'll see it if we come into the ride back from the test. So Danny, who's following me here, passed his module 1, so we had a look at him then on his module 2 riding back to our centre, and there was quite a lot of well, there was one particular one from recollection. I've not looked at these videos, by the way, just from memory from a couple of days ago. But there's one situation where he had a meeting oncoming traffic, stationary vehicles both sides, and how he didn't deal with it how you would want to deal with it on your test. So be flexible with that positioning, but think about getting your speed down. And if you were in a car, a lot of this traffic will possibly hold back for you. But because you're on a bike, they don't. So you need to be flexible with the position, but ultimately getting your speed down as well and anticipating. And don't just stick in that center command position going through thinking somebody's going to wait for you, because it doesn't always happen. So you've got to be a little bit ahead of the game. And you'll see that when we switch it and coming back from the test center. But you can see here how the vehicles are just straddling over the white line slightly. So, and I'm aware they're coming into my space. So I can't just, I've got to take that into account. I've got to look at that risk. Hence me positioning.
And so afterwards into the centre command, anticipate the pedestrian walking up to the crossing. She's going to press the button, the light's going to change. And you're doing all this, but you're also aware of what's going on behind you. So of course, don't forget, checking your mirrors, and you're constantly aware of what's going on around you, continuously aware of what's going on around you. At the roundabout, we're going to follow the road straight on, so it's a mini roundabout. Don't need to indicate, straight on. I'm going to get my speed down, because I can't really see until quite late. Looks good.
Again, you can see the looking to the right, looking to the straight on, looking to the left. There's a little junction on the left as well. So you're sort of looking like you're watching a game of tennis, but you don't want to just focus at the right hand, because you're looking at traffic coming towards a roundabout that would control that traffic on the right, and there you've got your opportunity because of that sort of cog, that jigsaw you're slotting in. So looking for those opportunities to keep that momentum going.
Anticipate cars, look, reversing out. Following the road straight on. Anticipating the lights changing. Junctions, anticipating, scanning around all the time. Anything that gets your attention. What effect is it going to have on you? What action do you need to take, if any? So a defensive approach to your riding. straight on. I've got to be in the right hand lane, look, road markings. So when I go forward.
So this is an interesting one, so you can see on approach, and we're going straight on at the lights. So obviously left lane is left only, got to be in the right hand lane. But as you get a little bit closer, watch the bus go through. Look at the white van in front of the bus. So the white van is sort of come in front of the bus there, and he's in the right. So that's the information you want to be looking at, because the right lane going straight on comes over to the left lane, look, because the left is left only. So you can think of that. So when you're thinking, Chris, what am I like in an area that I don't know? Well, you might think, well, I've never come down this road, but that's the information. So that's using your road skills and your experience. And if you're not a car driver, don't worry about that. You can use your experience as being a cyclist, use your experience as being a pedestrian. So straight away, I already know that the positioning.
I've got to be in the right hand lane.
Yeah.
Look, road markings.
Actually,
so when
the bus was in the wrong lane. Well, it wasn't in the wrong lane because he moved off. But what you've got is the left lane turning left only, and the right lane going straight on. Look, as you get a little bit closer,
so when I go
it's going to be coming over. So what can you anticipate?
What I want to do is anticipate anybody in the left lane.
There you go.
That's deciding to go straight on, which they do.
So a left lifesaver.
So
as I go forward,
before
a left lifesaver.
Looking over
there.
The left shoulder there.
Is that white van?
Come over. So you don't want to go where your eyes haven't looked. Observations, change in position, still 30s, but always looking for any information that would tell you otherwise. So how early can you see the 20 miles an hour signs? So we can check.
So far down the road, always the furthest point of the road is always going to change. So looking at that furthest point of the road, scanning back to where you are and scanning behind mirrors. So how early can you see the signs? Then you've got the time to deal with them. And how many times people just miss the signs? And they go back and say, how did I miss those signs? I must be looking down when I went past them.
And this is a
well, if you're waiting until you go past them, it's too late.
So
spot them early,
anticipating that look wagon
far down the road as you can.
Wide berth. One-way sign. We're now in a one-way, so a lot more to be thinking about, which is why the speed reduction is in place. Doors opening.
Stick with the video as well, because I do film Danny after passing his mod 1. I filmed Danny on the way back, so you can see a pupil rather than me demoing it. Which
anticipate your pubs and people coming out staggering.
Hopefully you'll benefit from.
Buses.
Anybody that watches it after, even, you know, because this is always going to be there.
Away. Pedestrians. zebra crossings. We're going to follow the road round to the right, signposted for Wigan. So, still 20. Still 20.
Information, one way, two way, the signs are there. How early you can see those speed signs, always looking for information.
Anticipate the bus. I mean, if the right indicator comes on and it's safe, you'd want to let them out.
So you're concentrating on the bus, you miss the 30 signs. Miss the 30 sign. The 30 sign obscured by the bus, opposite to the bus. So you can just about see the 30 sign on the bus brake lights at the top. The left-hand side brake light to the left of there, you can just about see a 30 sign there. But opposite, above the white Seat, I think it is, there's also a 30, which you'll see on the way past.
Safe,
so the 30 on the left is gone. So you can't see the 30, so you're concentrating on the hazards, the parked cars, the bus, thinking about pulling away, junction after the parked cars, you're thinking about all that. But, you know, you shouldn't be missing that sign, 30. So relax away, you're looking, just scanning everywhere. As you get closer, yes, a little bit more obvious, but because you concentrate on the bus, you concentrate on pedestrians, potentially the car coming towards you, waiting for that indicator, which all think it might just about have come on or already committed. The right, the 30 sign is on the right hand side. So did we get it? There, yeah, my helmet sort of comes in, but it's there, and I think we've got that.
.30 now. See the 30 signs?
That's the other thing to be aware of. Just go back a little bit. Just being aware of this.
Signs.
So yeah, lights already committed. Yeah, I'm already committed, and so my guys would obviously wait, ride for yourself, and electric push bike. Yeah, electric push bike. Can you see them? You can't hear them, and they go fast. He's going overtaking all the cars. So watch out for those electric bikes now. And I think I'll pull up around here then, I think. There, yeah. Nearsighted from the far side, good evening to you. What would happen if you got cramp on your test and had to pull over to get off your bike? If you did it safe, you didn't take too much time off the test, could you continue it? I would say absolutely yes. I don't think, I think if you get cramp, you get cramp. You've got to deal with it in the safest possible way. If it means you've got to pull over and dismount, I think your examiner would be more than understandable. Yeah, so don't worry about that. John Little, good evening to you. Why do you not indicate coming off the roundabout? Do I not indicate coming off the round? Is that a question, or are you telling me don't understand the question? I would indicate, yeah, if I'm coming off, yeah. Mini roundabouts might be a little bit different. But what roundabout are you referring to? Have you just been watching the video? Did I not indicate coming off? So just explain a little bit more, John, and see if I can help you out.
Just wait for you around the corner, it's not a problem. It's all 30, anticipate. So up to the limits where possible, and you know, don't be worried about slowing down in the busier hotspots, because it gives you a bit more time to deal with stuff then, where a lot more parked cars, a lot more pedestrian activity, and just reducing a bit of speed gives you time, and that's what we all need, is time to be able to respond. So anticipate the lights changing, good scan around.
Let's think 927.
Still 20, picking out your road signs, mirrors before brakes. Look for new information. We're still 30, there we go, going to come down to a 20. Following the road signs for Wigan.
20 zones, watch out for them.
Following the road signs for Wigan. Wigan, look, left at the lights, mirror signal, manoeuvre. Road sign, so one way going now into two way. All the information is there.
So coming onto the one-way system in Atherton. So these sort of areas are potentially test routes, part of test routes. So anybody that's got a Mod 2 in Atherton, this might be particularly beneficial.
Going on around cyclists, and you saw that scooter would be going faster than what we were around there. They go up to 30 mile an hour, those scooters. They're frightening. They could come whizzing along. Electric bikes, you can't even hear them. It's so easy just to sort of sit here and stare at the red light, waiting for it to change, where we want to be looking around, ensuring we're aware of what's going on around. It's all 20. Or 20.
You're absolutely right, AW8, scanning distance, middle, foreground, and don't forget behind. Not that you're going to be scanning behind. Turn your head around. Check your mirrors.
All 20. Anticipate the lights changing. Following the road signs for Wigan. Going into a one-way, look at the road signs. Following the signs for Wigan.
So I've got this on a video recently, actually, and this particular section catches a lot of riders out. Following the road signs for Wigan, and remembering, if we just play it back a little bit, it's that one, you're going two-way. So we're in a two-way road.
Going into a one-way, look.
Going into a one-way. So the signs are there. There's a lamppost on the left. And it's got the blue arrow. Blue sign with the white arrow on.
Signs for Wigan.
And you can see it there. And it's then Wigan is a right. And what causes people a lot of issues is they forget it's a one-way.
Remember, on a one-way road, we come over to the right if we're turning right, look. Staying to the right.
You have my permission,
W8 for Wigan.
Yes.
straight on for Wigan. Spot the signs for 30. Wigan is the first exit. Mirror signal. Now visibility again very poor, very late. So let's get the speed right down. The traffic comes shooting down from there. So slow speed along. Mirror signal.
Dirty time. Pulled up in here just to get a butty. Don't think you want to see me going in. And then we're back out. Round to the test centre.
Keep the right indicator on until you pass the exit before the one that you want. Left indicator, left lifesaver before you exit. It's all 30, 30.
So just heading into the Atherton test centre. And then successful test for Danny and a ride back. So we'll
okay, at the roundabout we're going to turn right.
just coming into the test centre. There, that's it. And then a couple of passes. Sorry, a pass. So we didn't film the pass, but so we waited there, and then we got the test out of the way. And 24:15. We're going to just upload a few more videos into here, but for that we're just going to swap them around like that for now, because you don't need to see me doing that. Yeah, there's a couple of good videos, John Little, on Roundabouts. So I've got a couple of videos on Roundabouts, so worth having a look. Yeah, so no need to indicate coming off on a straight on or mini roundabout if you're going straight on. If you're coming off, turning left. If you're coming off, turning right. Left indicators turn left, right indicators turn right. If you're coming off of if you're going straight on a mini roundabout, no need to indicate, no, because there's mini round, everything's too small, and you will confuse people. You could confuse people. You could put yourself at risk. But yes, you do indicate on exit of bigger normal size roundabouts, but minis, no. But watch the videos. Go onto the playlist and your module 2s, and there are videos of roundabouts, mini roundabouts and normal roundabouts. So worth taking a look.
Recording.
So what I'm going to do is just upload a couple of these videos of just one. Where's the other one? There, choose file. Of a ride back. So this will be Danny on the way back from module 1, passing his module 1, and you see what this is like. And Just all interesting stuff. 37. Should have done this before, so I do apologise, but there we are. Right, so let me, yeah. So that's me demo. So that's the demo ride I did for a couple of people going over to Module 1, just to take them off of the just forgetting about the Module 1. And it does help, just help get people relaxed. I'm just going to do a little head start for the Mod 2. So successful for Danny. So Danny, we filmed on the way back. So let's see what you think of this. Hopefully this style of video is helping. Saves you having to look at my ugly mug all evening by bringing in a few videos that I've done, and just raises a bit of a different angle to a video. So hopefully it helps. Give me that positive feedback. Remember, guys, gals, give me that positive feedback if the video is working for you. If you're happy, yeah, let me know. Do let me know. So let's have a look then on
recording
this one. See how we go.
Okay. See you later, John. Thanks very much. So, good afternoon, everybody. Rob Howitt, RJH. Currently out of Manchester, but just over to Test Centre in Atherton. And Danny just passed his Mod 1 test, and he's going to take the lead on the way back to Eccles. I'll give him some Mod 2. I'll look at him for his Mod 2. So, well done, Danny, in your own time. So,
cheers, AWA. That's
the car
what
park,
we want
turn right
to
onto
hear.
the main road, turn left. So good observations around. It is a busy test centre. Kirsty, you're going to tag along behind me. I'm going to go in the middle. So we're going to exit the main gates, turn right, treat it as a normal road, and onto the main road and turn left.
Danny is riding
Exit
the
in the test centre, we
MT-07.
are in a 30. So as it is now, we are in a 30.
Nice control. Nice control Danny's got. He had a nice first time pass there. 0 faults. Good observations.
Well done. At the roundabout, Danny, we're going to turn left. Applying the mirror signal maneuver, always.
Always OSM,
And you can
PSL.
play around with your positioning. Position 1, position 2,
Ride for
position
yourself,
3,
make your own
depending
decisions.
on where you are and what's going on.
Always ride for yourself. So this is just passing his Mod 1, now looking at Mod 2. Is that the sort of thing, any of you that are learning, is that what your instructors do? Because we try, saddle time, always beneficial. We don't meet the pupils at the test centres and vans. Ride, this is a 45-minute ride to the test. So ride into the test, demo Mod 2 on a Mod 1 test. Riding back to the centre, Mod 2 training, it's a Mod 1 test. So we're just...
roundabout, I want you to follow the road as signposted.
As much information
Bolton
as possible that you can take.
And you can get a bit of independent riding on your test. So road signs for Bolton, and it's still all 30. Good, well done. Mirror signal manoeuvre, position 1.
Going back to John Little, Danny is not, he's never been to Atherton in his life. He's never been to Atherton in his life. And this is him. So,
according to visibility, ride for yourself, make your own decisions. We're going to continue to follow the road signs for Bolton, and we are still in 30. So looking for information all the time. If you're on roads that you don't know, that's not a problem because you just read the information. Good observations. Remember, any lifesavers, any blind spot checks, don't move your body. Just do chin to shoulder, because if you start moving your body, you can move your positioning. So following the road towards Bolton.
So coming up now would be a first rider fault on the roundabout. So let's have a look. For any of you, there's 15 of you watching. There's 15 of you watching. Have a look at it. I think I do talk through the fault. As I said, I've not played back this, but by memory, I did raise it at the time.
Mirror signal.
And I can't take the volume off so that you can't hear what I say, to sort of try and test you, but anyway. Or I think I can take just put the volume off, I think. So I'm going to take the volume off. So tell me if you can spot the fault. So that was the fault. So who's going to tell me what that fault was? Who's watching? Should we do it again? It's quite interesting, isn't it? How you can see, you don't see the fault on approach happening, or you don't expect the fault to happen. But as the approach, everything is spot on. It's all good. And the first quarter of the roundabout is spot on. It goes nicely, good observations. And then you wouldn't even expect it here. You don't expect. So a bit of an understanding. I would say not looking where we're going, but just turns it in. So he's now looking to the left. You can see he's looking up to the left. He's not looking where he's going. He's not, and you see the head go to the left, it's still, and look at that. So that's the first.
That solid white line, that's to guide HGVs around.
Yeah, that would be the first.
Following the road sign posted for Bolton.
Problem. But nice riding. Nice riding.
Yeah, we're now in a 20. 2-0. Picking out all the signs. Straight on for Bolton.
Bear in mind, Danny has never been to Atherton before. First time in Atherton. So not being from the area is not a problem.
You can see a bus lane, mirrors before brakes. You can see a bus lane there which has got no times of operation on it. Now that means that you're not allowed in there at all, at any time, unless you're a bus, a cyclist or a taxi, because the picture's on there. Some counties have motorbikes, but none around here at the moment. I think there's a few in Chester. I know Cardiff have them, Nottingham have them. There's different test centres, different counties have them, but none around here that I know of.
No, you're right, AW8. Your hands don't always go where your eyes are looking.
I'm going to stay in the right-hand lane and follow the road signposted for Tyldesley, I think it will be. Tyldesley to the right. Still in a 20, 2-0. And follow the road to the left. Tyldesley, look. Still in a 20, 2-0. Look for the new information. And there you go, 30 signs.
So, Danny, on the feedback, when we got back to base, nice riding, mentioned about the white line on the roundabout, but also a common area that was coming out was his position on his right bends, as you can see from this. And also there were some meeting situations which he wasn't totally comfortable with. And he's got a lesson on Saturday, so that's the sort of things he'll be working on, developing. If you just look at the road position on the right-hand bend. So he's sort of favouring, if anything, between 2 and 3. And here, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. He's not in 2, and really he wants to be, if anything, 2 to 1. But certainly not 2 to 3. So it's more noticeable there, look. And that's too close to the centre white line. Too close, potentially, to oncoming traffic. Braking on the bend as well, look. See the brake light comes on. So get your speed on approach. No brake light, just coming in. And then you'll see the brake there. Although he's seeing the red light on. Look. And then he's coming over to the left for the lane. So too close to the right on the bends.
Be flexible with your positioning, dependent on what you see. So you've got those 3 positions, use them all accordingly. Out your road signs.
Again, can you see the common theme? Positioning on the right hand bend. John Little, where I live, there's a mini roundabout with a straight road off and a right turn off. If I'm approaching from the other direction, I'm always left guessing if the car or bike is going to do. Well, yeah, I mean, on a mini roundabout, you do need to be anticipating it. Expect the unexpected. You can see the white line again there.
The centre white line.
Too close.
Come move to the left a bit there. Still in a 30, look for the new information for your 20s. Two-way into a one-way. And we're going to choose the left lane and follow the road signposted for Manchester. Read the road signs, all the information gives you those early indications of what's likely to be coming up.
Good evening, Mr. Simon Barber. Complete novice alert. Isn't being bang centre of the road where all the hurling crud will be? Absolutely. Be flexible. Your most visible place in the road. Yeah, centre command position. Be flexible. That is the key word. Flexible, Simon. Got no issues with getting up to speed in his progress. Very good. He has got a 125, so he does ride a 125 as well, which is good. But yeah, his progress is nice. His control of the bike, spot on.
A nice little hill start. we're going to come to a roundabout, follow the road straight on. This is a mini roundabout, so speed on approach, relevant to visibility.
So John Little, have a look at this mini roundabout coming up, because this one has got, yeah, have a look at it, see if it helps. So remembering that one, I've stopped the car. I think it's a Renault grey one, indicating on approach, and we actually did discuss this with Danny back at the training centre. So on the debrief of yeah, we always have a debrief at the end, and discussed and explored this particular roundabout. And yeah, at the end of the day, absolutely spot on decision. Very happy with Danny's decision, clearly thinking about what he's doing. And if you look at it, so car's coming towards him. You can see the right indicator on, but you know, be confident. There's time. Be confident. Make your progress. So see if he's slowing down. You can see the brake light. He's just spotted all the hazards. You know, so he's committed. He's halfway over the roundabout, and the car's not even sort of over the white line approaching. Whereas a little bit different for me. I'm what, 10 bike length behind. So as I'm approaching the white line, he's already gone over the white line. So I'm stopping, obviously. Now, a lot of people on test at this point carry on going because I think they've not seen it's a roundabout, think it's a T-junction, and that's where you get your problems. But yeah, so Dan is gone.
Safe, Danny, pull over
Dan is
for me.
gone. More than happy with that. That's what you would be expected to do. I couldn't, so maybe that helps you. Hopefully that helps you.
Come to a stop, pull over, come to a stop. That's it. When you're ready in your own time, away we go.
Yep, clever.
That's your left indicator.
Too close to the white line. Right turns too close to the white line, which we discussed. That's what he'd be working on. I want to talk about this slight bit here. So, it's gone back. As we can see again, too close to the white line. Got that. Just gone back a bit. It's coming up now. So, at this point here, I'm going to move myself out the way. So this, I'm sure it's here. would be a, so see the lifesaver, change in position. As we're going through, good progress. Okay. So what I'm thinking already is park cars both sides. And I'm not seeing as much as what Danny could see. So Danny can see a lot more than me. He can see further up the road than me. But at the point here, right, so I've got the hazard there. So can anybody see my hazard? And Dan is seeing it earlier than me, but he's not reacting. And what we've discussed in his feedback is there's no response to it. There's no acknowledgement to the hazard, and there's no response. And so as it goes, the next second, there. So what you've got there is a bit of a, so no reduction in speed. So see the hazards of the parked cars on the opposite side, see the vehicle coming in, let's see that brake light coming on, let's see that speed coming down. Instead of just, see, I've slowed down, Dan has gone in the distance. So meeting situations, because that wagon with the Mini is coming closer to that white line. Closer to the white line. He's not over it, but he's close. Put the light on. Better. A bit dark. Oh, 9. close to the white line again, favouring the right-hand positioning on the right-hand slip. So common. So we'll be working on that on Saturday. So how do people find for those that are watching now, how do you find this sort of live stream with a video and talking through? Could be module 1, module 2. We can look at doing specific subjects, whether it be, you know, as an example, speed calming measures. What do I do with them? Could be left and right turns, OSM, PSL. It could be, so we could do something specific, you know, by request. We could do by request. This was really just so I could test the video in the live stream again. But it could be any subject that anybody wants, really. Much a good ride all the way back, but this is saddle time beneficial for his next lesson. So let's just go to the next one, which is 37.
Okay, we're just going to go through the lights and turn right where that white car is there. Right turn. That's it.
Counter steering, yeah, we could do something on counter steering. There's no limit with this style of live stream then, so I can film a video now, put it into the live stream and have that open discussion. You can stop the video, talk about, answer questions.
White car is there. Right turn.
So there's quite a lot of flexibility around that video, that live stream. Call it an interactive live stream. That would be good, wouldn't it? Interactive live stream. So that would be that, I think, would be the next interactive live stream. How's that?
All right, John. Okay, forward you go then. You can just park up alongside those barriers. Cheers, John. Thank you.
now back at base.
No, we can't. Oh, it's warm, isn't it?
Helmet comes off. Radio, camera off. And that's about it really then. So that was Danny, and then we did a bit of feedback and so on. But it's got his Mod 2 lesson on Saturday, Mod 2 test next week. So that was the Mod 2. So how was that? 1 hour 37 minutes. So hopefully that was a bit more enjoyable than just seeing me behind the screen. Waffling on. So counter steering, I'm not saying it'll be the next one that I do. Was it Chris? What might not be the next one I do, but yes, certainly counter steering. Any suggestions of anything anybody would like to see, let me know. But yeah, so I'm going to call it a night. It's been a interesting one, yeah, slightly different again. Hope that helps. And we'll get together again on Sunday. So what can I say? Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves, okay? And until next time, speak to you soon. Bye.